It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not...
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me holding out faith. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. I had to leave, not coming back off road.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Falcons at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown getting up.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Hey, I don't know what the fuck just happened, bro. I don't know what just happened, but that was EA.
They failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Looking to throw, Penix. Blitz coming, down he goes. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be taken at the 10. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
180.
They're going to run it with their receiver, Evans. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. In motion right is Evans. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Now, how you gonna try to use my play against me?
Near the 11-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Yeah, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That's caught by Durham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group of offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They'll throw with Penix. And this is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Got a man, it's London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And looking to throw, Penix. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Penix. And that will be incomplete.
I hit the wrong motherfucking button, but that nigga was butt-ass, butt cheeks, booty hole naked.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
It's now 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing. Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
180.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Mayfield to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. Run. Scott.
Here's Mayfield. Evans has it left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Hey, alert. Real. My time.
Now Mayfield. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Point it right.
In motion right, Evans. Baker going to give it to Irving. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 2nd and 8. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, here's the option. It's out, it's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
180.
Mayfield down. Will try and do this himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield from 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Drop ball 80. Check out.
Robinson with another carry. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. To throw, Mayfield. The kidder here, it's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard
Bro,
line.
that catch was insane.
And final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
180! Hurry! Real. Regular! Watch out!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Penix. We'll get this complete to Charlie Woolman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To the air, Penix. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Mayfield running left on the option. And bulldozing his way through. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
A loss of the yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Hey, this game got EA in its hands. Look at 23.
Yeah. 15. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 2-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
180. What's that?
They'll look to throw here. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Bro, that shit lagged mid-play game.
Pass. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Looking to throw, Penix. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith puts it off. And it's a quick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that nearly intercepted.
Why my nigga throwing the ball like this?
Remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw with Penix. And that is incomplete.
Bro, what am I playing right
We
now?
just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and then shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Damn, I couldn't even pick.
Get their drive started. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter, and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
180! Run, run, run. Hurry, hurry! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield looks to throw. Comeback route, and he connects with Godwin. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, alert 33!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 22. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. Looking deep here for Mooney. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Got a man, it's London. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tag. 60 Eagles.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
At the Buccaneers' 40-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here we go. Sack.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure pressure on the quarterback, they were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 180!
The tight end in motion right.
What's up?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
That's running out of steam.
Oh, this game funny as hell.
He left it just short. No good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Baker changing the play at the line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
King! Regular! Hurry!
Godwin, the motion man. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Real. Up. Point it right. What's up?
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And little bit of an unconventional call there.
Yeah, but it worked, and how great was that? That's got to give them a lift in this situation.
First down, Buccaneers.
There's no way my nigga 11 slowed down and let you bring that block. That's crazy.
180.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Pistol. 180. Run.
Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle, got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
180. What's that?
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
180. Alert. Kings. Regular. What's that?
Here's Baker. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side with Carter. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Bro, 27%, bro. 80 yards, gang. 80 yards. Oh my God.
Was Janelle at work?